7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Hey Jay&Kay fam! So we are back with another vlog, except for this one is a little different. We are going to be giving you tips on how to go vegan.
As always, stop what you're doing right now and hit the subscribe button.
Yes,
Wait.
we'll wait. Okay, once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Jay&Kay Show.
I'm Jay.
I'm Kay, and like I said, we're going to be giving you tips on how to go vegan. So people go vegan, or decide to switch to a plant-based diet for various reasons. Some people want to do it for weight loss because they want to lose weight, so they'll do like a vegan challenge, or like, oh, I know I'll lose weight doing this, so they decide to do it. Ethical reasons, environmental reasons. Some people do it for health reasons. I did it just because of like my family history when it comes to certain diseases and stuff, and I know that diet has a lot to do with or contributes to a lot of those diseases. So if I felt like if I could take one extra step and change that maybe that'll lower my risk of having to deal with those same things. Which one of those was your reason? Before we get into the tips, we're just gonna give y'all a little.
She made me do it. That's pretty much what it is. She made me do it. I kid. So one of the biggest reasons I did it was I thought, to be honest, it can give me a six-pack quicker.
You never told me that.
And I know I didn't. So yeah, and I was like, okay, but then I seen all the stuff that it was like, the stuff that it was doing to the animals was rough. Wasn't really a big fan on that. But when I seen what they were putting in the food, it was like, okay, this is crazy. You guys don't care about nothing. As far as the cancer with the yogurt and all, it was just too much. Especially with chicken and you know how they put the hormones, and it was just too much. So for me, I fell back and I said, okay, let me try this, and it's been working good for me.
All right, so now we're gonna get into the tips that we're gonna give you in case you are considering or just starting out on your vegan journey. So the first tip that we have for you guys is to do your own. But if you want to just talk to people and find out their experiences, that's great. But it's also good to, you know, look up articles online, read books, watch documentaries. We watch What the Health. Some documentaries are a little extreme and you want to check, go back and check some of the information that's given in those on your own, but just do your own research. Do your own research on what changes it can have to your body, or what types of foods you can eat, like those types of things. Do your research. You're already doing your research by searching videos for it, but you know, go a little more in depth. Don't just listen to what people tell you. It's great to get advice from them, but you know, do your own research.
Yeah, and make sure that you consult your doctor. If you had health problems before, don't just jump off, go cold turkey. Don't do that. Take your time, do what's best for you, not everybody else. No matter what you see, even with listening to us, do what works for you. So another thing is, you don't have to cut off everything at once. I always say it's baby steps to Jerusalem. So one thing that you have to do is take your time. Don't try to be like, oh, I'm taking away meat, period. I'm done with it. Some people can do that, some people can't.
We did that, actually.
Right.
Like we had salmon that night. That was our last meal, our last supper.
But that's just last supper.
And then that was it. Like,
but some people can do that. Some people can't. Don't, even with us. Yes, we appreciate y'all valuing our, you know, our what's the word?
Opinions
our
or advice.
Opinions, advice. But no, if that's not you,
I'm saying
it's not you.
You can start off small. So you can start off by saying, okay, I'm gonna cut off red meat now. Okay, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna cut off chicken the next week. Okay, I'm only gonna do fish.
The week?
Well, I'm just giving, like, some people, that's what, or whatever time period you give for yourself. Like, just do it a little bit at a time.
But stay consistent. Whatever if you choose to go for, I'm not gonna do red meat. Don't stay consistent.
Yes, once you say it, don't do it. Like,
right.
So that's another tip. You don't have to go cold turkey, but if you want to, you can also. Don't say like, oh, I can't just quit. Yes, you can. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So the next tip that we have is that a support system is very important, in my opinion. Yes. It has been a lot easier with him being vegan and having the same type of diet as me than I think it would have been as if I decided to switch to a plant-based diet and he continued to eat meat and cheese around me or whatever. But it's been easy because we've been able to go on this journey together, figure out different dishes together, figure out what we can get from different restaurants together, all that stuff. If your significant other isn't doing it, or if you don't have a significant other, You can talk to friends about it, reach out to them, get advice from them. If you don't have any friends that are vegan, go online, find people online, go to online forums, talk to people on YouTube videos. You can talk to people under our video in our comments. Just find a support system, because it's been great. Like even a few of my coworkers actually switched to a plant-based diet around the same time as me. My dad switched on the same day as us. And it's been a lot easier to have somebody to talk to during it and during the changes and the transition and everything. Like even when I'm like feeling like, oh, this is getting hard, like I can talk to them and they'll be like, oh yeah, we're doing so good or whatever. Like we're 6 months in, so I feel like we're doing pretty good.
And ignore the haters. That's the biggest thing.
Jesus, stop. Our next tip is to ignore the haters. This is probably the biggest one. You're gonna hear the most talkers like,
baby,
I didn't cuss. No, seriously, it's real. Like they're gonna be like,
oh, you can't do it. What that is? Fake meat you eating? You can't do it. I tried.
Like people, like you're gonna be like, it's going to get annoying. People are always gonna have stuff to say. Like there's some people that are joking, playing. That's like I know they're playing, but there's some people that I know deep down inside they want to do it themselves. But they feel like they can't.
Scary.
Then there's the people that feel like they know everything about nutrition, and they're like, well,
but they're not being vegan.
It's actually better. You know, they say that in this meat that this is actually better than some vegetables. Okay. Just ignore the haters. You know, ignore them. That's the biggest thing, because there's going to be haters.
And it's the most. You'll find the most vegan, nutritionist people that know everything about being vegan, but they're not vegan.
Just look at them like that and be like, okay.
Oh, right. Ignore the haters.
So the next tip is don't worry to focus on the protein. Like even if you're not eating meat, you're gonna get protein. There's protein in vegetables.
It's protein in nuts, beans.
All that stuff, like there's protein in it, like, and you'll
not
get
just chicken.
So you still get protein through other things, vegetables, nuts, beans, all that good stuff. So don't stress about that. And once you're doing your research, you'll find out a little more about that. Okay, you're gonna have to learn how to read food labels when you go in the store. And you're gonna have to know what ingredients actually come from animals. So we already know that the dairy, like the milk, eggs, if it says that, then we know that we can't eat that as a vegan, because vegans don't eat or consume anything that comes from an animal.
That's animal based. Here's the tough part about it, because she's the vegan police, and that means that some stuff I can't eat. Like this was a tough one for me. Gummy bears, stuff with gelatin in it, because gelatin is like the bones, or what is it? What is it? What is?
We're gonna give you the exact definition of what it is. Hold, please. Okay, so. According to dictionary.com, it's an odorless, colorless protein substance obtained by boiling a mixture of water and the skin, bones, and tendons of animals. That's what gelatin is. So when you look at certain ingredients, you can look, some people go straight to the bottom where it has that bold writing and it says contains eggs or milk, or sometimes it'll just say like contains soy or contains wheat. And you're like, oh, it doesn't say that it contains eggs or milk, so I don't have to look any more at the ingredients. No, you have to actually learn what ingredients are considered or come from animals. So gelatin, one of them, like Pop-Tarts, for example. If the frosted ones, the frosting's made from animal skin, bones, and tendons, because it has gelatin in it. And there's a lot of things that have gelatin in it. And there's other ingredients, so just make sure you do your research and learn what they are. Why is it so difficult for you?
Because I love sour candy. I love gummy candy. Oh, that is me. I love gummy candy. So when I had to realize that I could no longer eat not Sour Patch.
You eat Sour Patch Kids.
I can't eat gummy worms. I can't eat gummy bears because they have gelatin.
Just imagine, it's like this sweet candy comes from boiled animal bones. I'm not gonna judge.
No. When you say it like that, it does sound different. It doesn't take away from the taste though. Them bones taste good.
You're annoying. The next one is find out what faux meat you like, because if you're just transitioning into it, so faux meat is like, it's intended to look and taste like regular meat, but it's not made from meat. Sometimes it has veggies and soy, different things like that, grains in it and stuff like that. So faux meat is basically fake meat, but it really will help you with your transition, especially if you're starting out. And it tastes really good. Jason, tell them about it.
Gardein. I can't help it.
They gotta pay us, because we keep telling you about it.
Gardein is like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and as you could tell in this vlog, this is one of the realest topics that we'll probably ever, no, I'm gonna be the realest, but this is one, it's serious to me. I would not be vegan. I'm honest. I would not be vegan if it wasn't for Gardein, because I would have cheated long time ago. Long time ago. But the meat tastes the faux meat tastes so good. You can't tell the difference. I cannot tell if I'm eating real meatballs, or just faux meatballs. You can't tell the difference. And it's not just me. I'm LeVar Burton. Don't take my word for it. Like, I have people try the meat and they say, come on now, no, this real chili. On our chili, on our meatballs, no, this real meatball. Buffalo chicken. They say, no, this got to be real. I know.
Fish fillet. We had crab cakes for dinner.
They said, no, this is real. No, it's not. But it tastes so good that you think it is. That's what kept me still being vegan.
Yeah, so it helps. Like, it'll make your meal, like, because you don't have to eat just veggies, like I said. So you can make different ingredients, different recipes and stuff with it or whatever. So try new things. Like, Like I said, do your research. Figure out what focus you like or whatever, because that's going to, like, if you're
it's a great transition.
The base of your meals. Okay, so the next part is to figure out what restaurants you can go to that are strictly vegan or that have vegan options. We figured that out real quick, that we're in Jacksonville, Florida, and there's not too many vegan restaurants.
They're not
around
vegan
here.
friendly in Florida.
Not in this part, yeah. Miami probably, like places like that.
Orlando.
Yeah, bigger cities. Jacksonville's huge, but they're a little behind. Yeah, figure out which restaurants have like vegan options and stuff for when you go out. Even with the fast food restaurants, like we do vegan eats episodes, so you can go back and watch some of those. And we'll talk about some of the things that we get at certain restaurants. Like you might not be able to get a full-blown meal or whatever, but like you can get, something you can eat. Figure that part out, whatever. So that's not as difficult. Also, when you go to restaurants, do not be afraid to ask questions.
Bunch of them.
Ask them what's in the food. Ask them what could be substituted for the meals. Like,
and it's light on your pockets when you go out, because if something is normally, like we went to Chipotle, and I think one of the guys said that you don't have to pay for the guacamole, and something else you don't have to pay for
if you don't get meat.
If you don't get meat. So it could save your pockets if you ask, but if you don't, they'll try to play you. If it's $6 because they have some kind of meat substance, when you take it out, they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll take it out. And they'll still charge you the $6. So you have to ask questions like, well, if you take this
Advocate for yourself.
Yeah, if it's $6, they'll, oh, you're right, $4.
Or like even with like local restaurants, like we went to a place in Melbourne, like it was like a pasta place, whatever, and like most of the pastas were supposed to have meat in it, but they didn't have any meat substitutes, so we just got the pasta, whatever, and they'll take some money off of it because the meat is the thing that costs them the most money.
Exactly.
So
because
they got to kill the animals and do all that.
Yes. Shit, you had to kill animals.
Listen, one more thing I want to say. When you are, I'm going back a few tips. When you are learning how to read the labels and figuring out what you like and stuff, the first few times you go to the grocery store, you're gonna be locked in, like, okay, how do I put this meal together? What do I get? Whatever. What pasta can I get that doesn't have any meat or dairy in it? What soup can I get? Or anything. Like it'll be stressful the first maybe 3 times, but once you know, like, you're not gonna have to read every label because you know for sure, oh, I know I can get this, I know I can get this. Now I just go in there, I go shopping or whatever. Like some things, if I want to try something new, I'll have to look at the ingredients, but for the most part, you'll know what you can and can't get, especially if you go to the same grocery store.
And last but not least, there are a bunch of your favorite meals that can be veganized. A bunch of them, and they can be really, really good. So it's a couple of books. Knowledge is power, first of all. So don't just go into this blindly.
I mainly use Pinterest because Pinterest has whatever your favorite food is, you can make it vegan. Like if you love chocolate cake, like you can make a vegan chocolate cake. If you love cheese pizza, you can make a cheese pizza.
Yes.
If you love tacos, you can make tacos. It doesn't even have to be just veggies. You can use faux meat.
Yes.
If you love chicken Alfredo like I do, we made some bomb chicken Alfredo.
Please check the video.
Oh yeah, we made a video about that. That was really good. Yeah, also there are books. If you don't want to buy the books, go to the library like I do. This one is The Vegan Way. There is Everything Vegan Cookbook. But I could never go vegan. There's stuff in here for y'all. All the good foods.
That's the main book y'all need to read. A lot of.
Yes,
that's the haters book. That's for the haters.
It has 125 recipes to prove you can live without cheese. It's not all rabbit food, and your friends will still come over for dinner. Also, they have cheese that tastes pretty good.
It does.
We've had some bad experiences
I
with some
should
of
say
them,
that. Should we show the cheese?
but for the most part, it's good. Like, and it tells like the books will have like breakfast things you can make, lunch things, dinner, like finger foods, desserts, like all of it. This is. Did I show this? I showed this one.
You did. That's 2 books. That's it.
Yeah, this is a different one.
That's
This
baking.
is everything vegan baking cookbook. So this one is the everything vegan cookbook. This one is the right. So yeah. So those are some of the books. Like research the stuff, y'all. Like the food. Like what is your favorite thing that we've made so far?
What isn't? I loved everything we made.
Meatball subs.
Listen, for you pork lovers, they have something called pork bites that I don't even like pork.
No, but let me show you what I got today. So tell them about the pork bites.
Pork bites, she should just be walking up. Pork bites are amazing. People are like, I can't live without the pork. Yes, you can. They got pork bites. So
and it tastes so good.
Very
They haven't
good.
even seen this. But if you love barbecue sandwiches, they have veggie pulled pork. We haven't tried this yet. This is Morningstar. We've been telling you about Gardein, but this is Morningstar.
Be careful with Morningstar because
because you have to look at this circle. Some of it will say vegetarian, but this one is clearly vegan, 100% vegan. I bought some barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put on it. We're gonna make some sandwiches.
we're gonna let y'all
And
know.
hopefully, yeah, we might do a review on this. This might be on Vegan Eats, whatever. But yeah,
It's everywhere you want to be. Yes.
Jason wanted me to show you
The Gouda
the
cheese.
cheese. It's not Gouda. It's just Follow Your Heart. This is just the flavor. But this is the Follow Your Heart cheese. They have Gouda. They have
Smoked Gouda.
smoked Gouda. They have cheddar. They have mozzarella.
It's
pepper
really
jack.
good.
But for the slices, we've done the smoked Gouda. It smells good.
Don't
The
it?
smoked Gouda and the pepper jack.
What that thing smells good?
You left it out of the fridge.
What it smells? I did leave it out.
Yeah.
Goodness. Still, if you're gonna live a long time. People try to say stuff like, "Oh, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. Everybody gonna die anyway." That's just a cop out answer to say you don't want to try nothing new.
That's fine. Like there's plenty of stuff we're not perfect. Like
As you
we
can
don't
see.
live perfect lives. We don't do everything the healthiest way.
So
Like
let's tell the people what's the biggest withdrawal, the biggest con for us, so we can be, because we want to be honest with y'all.
so the hardest thing about being
Yeah.
vegan?
So when you watch this, the hardest thing about being vegan, go.
So for me, the hardest thing is when I go out and like I need something quick.
Oh my
That's
God.
difficult.
Fast
Like
food restaurants.
we eat at home now. Like that's another thing. Like that you are gonna make more at home, but like fast food restaurants in this area or restaurants period is a little difficult. But it's not the end of the world. Like you can always find something, but that's the hardest part for me.
The biggest withdrawal away from me is chicken. I love chicken wings. That is me. But the pro to that is that we all know when you eat meat, there's a certain sluggish feeling you feel. Like, oh, I just ate something heavy, I'm good. We understand that feeling. With the faux meat and what I eat now, I don't feel that. So I don't miss that.
We have so much energy, y'all. Like,
And we go to bed late and we pop right back up.
so if we went to bed on time, like I can only imagine. Like even in the
Yeah.
gym, like we be
You have
going
energy.
in.
Get plus. You get good sleep. That's 2. And you're healthy. 3. 4. You get to eat all the same foods you basically was eating.
And you can eat
but
plus
it's healthy.
more. You can eat more because it's less
Exactly.
calories. If you're new, thank you so much for visiting. Come back, check out our other videos. If you like this one, you might like our review on What the Health. And that was like the first day that we actually decided to go vegan. So
You're right.
yeah, check that
So
out.
as always, I'm Jay.
I'm Kay.
And remember, guys, in this walk, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Is that right?
Yeah, okay.
Don't blow no kiss at no man. Love y'all. We out.